All right, going into our last section of today's notes. Sometimes we're not going to have a greatest common factor. If I look at my leading coefficient, I have 3 for this number 1. I have 3, and 10 is not divisible by 3, and neither is 8. And 3 is a prime number, so I can't even like pull out another number besides 1. And dividing by 1, not going to help us. So, I have to fill out my butterfly the only way I know how. I'm not even going to be able to pull out a GCF. If you always check first to see if there is a GCF, always. But if there isn't, this is what you do. So, A, my first term is 3. My second term is positive 10. And my C is negative 8. Let's talk about that C. That C term is negative, so that means I'm going to look for a difference. And I'm going to have one positive and one negative sign. All right, so let's fill in our butterfly. So I have AX. Instead of it being 1x, it's going to be 3x on either side. And then on top, instead of it being 1 times C, it's going to be 3, because it's A, times negative 8. And then B stays on the bottom, which is 10. So now 3 times negative 8, that gives me negative 24. So I'm going to take the negative 24 and we're going to list our factors of negative 24. So we're going to be here for a little while because there's a lot. So we've got 1 and negative 24 and negative 1 and positive 24. We've got 2 and negative 12 and negative 2 and positive 12. Let's see, 3 and negative 8 and negative 3 and positive 8. Let's see if I can get some more. 4 and negative 6 and negative 4 and positive 6. There's quite a few here. A lot of times, ladies and gentlemen, there are times where people give up on these problems because they haven't listed all their factors. And so they think that it's not factorable or they can't solve it. 9 times out of 10, you just don't have all your factors all listed out. So try and list them all. When you do this enough times, it'll just come out come out of your brain. You'll just know it. But let's see. I'm trying to look for numbers that subtract to be 10. 24 and 1 doesn't give me 10. Either way. Okay. How about 2 minus 12? Well, that gives me negative 10. I want positive 10, so that doesn't work. How about 12 minus 2? That one gives me 10. Let's see if there's any others. 3 times negative 8, that gives me negative 5. Negative 3 plus 8 gives me positive 5. That's not what we want. 4 minus 6 gives me negative 2. That's not what I want. And negative 4 plus 6 gives me positive 2, which is also not what I want. So we're going to use this negative 2 and 12. So we'll put negative 2 and we'll put 12 here. Now there's one more step. We are not done yet. It's just a teeny tiny little extra step that we have to do when A is not 1. Now we have to look and see if anything can be reduced. So 3 and negative 2. If that was a fraction, I would not reduce it. I could leave it the way it is. However, 3x over 12, if that was a fraction, I could reduce it. And I could reduce it by 3. So 3 divided by 3, that gives me 1x. And then 12 divided by 3, that gives me 4. So my factors are, or my answer is going to be 3x minus 2 from this guy times x plus 4 from this guy. And that's it.